Today is the sixth to last day of the year. I feel like I can't escape 6, 7. Literally on my thing, it's like 6 out of 7 days, and I've heard the word 6, 7 like 5 times today. It's genuinely insane. But that's besides the point. Throughout my day, I talk to my friends and whatnot, and I talk to these incredible, special people, and they say things that I'm just like, whoa. My friend Addie, she said, I think we all won the lottery in our own way. I was telling her how my parents, played this thing called the Visa Lottery in Nigeria. Played it 3 times, and just imagine like the Powerball, I think that's what it's called. And my parents won on the 3rd time that they played it. I'm assuming you have like a 0.001% chance of winning the lottery. And because of that lottery, because they won it, they got a visa to come to America, and we got to restart our lives. And I moved here when I was 7, and because of that, I get to have these amazing conversations with beautiful people daily, right? I get to be a random kid from Nigeria. I get to be Mitchell. I get to meet cool people. I get to have stories. I've won the lottery. And even Addie reminded me that she won the lottery too by, her parents, by the friendships, by the conversations with our friends. So we've all won the lottery in our own way. Another thing my mom said in the car was, my mom said, use every weakness to your advantage. And I really, really think that weaknesses are just areas that we need to grow in. And my mom was talking about some incident that happened to her at work and whatnot, and how she's disadvantaged and this and that. But she says even in her disadvantage, she has to use her weaknesses to her advantage, right? So whatever insecurities you have, sometimes a weakness of mine probably is I never felt too American and I never felt too African, but I've got to be in that middle ground. So I just got to be me. You know what I'm saying? That may be a weakness. A weakness of mine is, let me actually think of a weakness of mine. If I'm not interested in something, weaknesses are just strength in disguise. But I was talking about the situation at work and how it can affect her and this and that. As you were saying, even then, it's still an opportunity to shine, an opportunity to grow. So it was just like, boom. Another thing I heard today is, remember, light is not only meant for you to see. I was driving my mom's car in the church parking lot. And, I didn't want to have the lights on, so because I didn't want to blind people. I didn't want to hit people in the eyes, right, with the light. But me selfishly not trying to blind people stops them from seeing the light. Light is not just meant for you to see, but light is meant for people to see what is coming towards them. If trains didn't have the ding, 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 and close that little thing on the rail, right? If they didn't have light, if they didn't make sound, every time you drove on a train track, you might be your last time. But light is not just meant for you to see, it's meant for other people too. And I think that's everything in life. Our lives are not just meant for us. Our stories are not just meant for us. It's meant for other people. And speaking on that note, one of my biggest goals was to interview people and have conversations. Dude, I made clothes for that reason. Let me show you. The whole point of this jacket was for it to be a conversation starter, right? I'm like, okay, I want to talk to people about God, but how can I get more people to come talk to me so I don't have to keep reaching out to people and whatnot? Or I want to talk to more people, I also want people to talk to me. How can I do both? And I was like, okay, we can make clothes to do that. Then even today, I was reminded, there's so many ways to accomplish the goals I'm looking for. A big goal of mine was to have more conversations, interview people. Because I meet so many cool people, right? And I meet so many cool people. I have these amazing conversations. And I feel like if people heard these conversations too, dog, your life would change. I'm really inspired by podcasts, by artists, by life, by my parents, by God, by Jesus, by the whole world around me. Dog. There's this guy named Napoleon Hill. He wrote Think and Grow Rich or something like that. He went around the United States and interviewed a bunch of millionaires and whatnot. The habits of millionaires. Just a bunch of books adjacent to this idea. But that's besides the point. I want to interview people, have conversations, just have honest conversations, and as they throw gems, as they just speak, you can learn from most conversations. Like this YouTube channel is just random thoughts that I'm not necessarily random, but it's sometimes random thoughts coming out of my head. Hopefully that these words impact someone to become better than I was, and to become better for the future. And that's the whole goal: seeking perspective, growing and changing. So going forward, this 2026, which is low-key tomorrow, and my big goal is to interview more people. So at least once a month, I want to drop an interview here of somebody on this list. You can't really see this list for real, but this is a list of people who inspired the frick out of me. And dog, I would love to just have them share bits and parts of their story, whatever they're comfortable in, whatever conversation. And I just know if you eavesdrop, if you got a little glimpse of these will change your life. Because they changed my life and make me want to be a better person. Bro, who said this? Jake? You are a mosaic of the people around you. My pastor used to say, show me your friends, show me your future. You're the collective of your 5 closest people. But I wouldn't even just say your 5 closest people. You are a product of your environment, but I believe in individual choice, right? You can be a product of your environment. You could be born in a bad situation. You can be born in a really good situation. You can choose to go up, or you can choose to go down, or you can choose to stay the same. But it's all your choice. That I think meeting people is what makes you want to make these choices. The whole core emphasis of this idea is people. The people you're around affect you, for good and for bad. Like even the video I made that were watered down versions of our parents, but we're watered down versions of the people who inspire us and who we draw curiosity to. So a big goal, a big shift is to have these interviews, and I'm excited. Literally, as soon as I post this video, I'm gonna create a draft email/text and text people who've inspired me through my walk, and hopefully they say yes, and y'all could meet them too. Something I've always wanted to do is like have my worlds merge. So yeah, thanks for watching. 2026 should be interesting. Meeting more people. Like even dog, I'm gonna be in the sky in a couple hours. I'm so excited. I was like, okay, I really want to get in the sky. Knocked around, and boom. My strength is talking to people. My weakness is the paper. On paper, dog. It's my resume, dog. Bruh. I can show you my high school transcript. Even when I was applying to college, I was like, dog, if the people meet me, they would love me. But on paper, paper don't have the value of a person. You're telling me I'm supposed to hire you for a job based on one page of not random, but things in a specific sector to show me who you are? Yes, but no. There's things on a resume there's things that resumes don't show. There's stories, there's so much that Instagram does not show. So that's the goal. Interview people from Instagram, interview people from my life, interview people from anywhere and everywhere. And boom.